It is important to find the right 3PL partner the first time you're searching for so many different reasons. If you don't, the growth trajectory of your e-commerce brand, of your company, will be drastically affected. And I can give you a firsthand example of this with some of the brands that I started. So my wife and I have started a couple different companies in the tabletop board game space. Success with those companies ended up leading to us needing to outsource to a 3PL. We were doing a couple thousand orders a month, and we went through three different 3PLs over the course of a year and a half. And having such a bad experience with those 3PLs from a pricing transparency perspective, from a lack of communication perspective, from a not hitting the shipping SLA perspective, we ended up losing hundreds of thousands of dollars in missed orders and of lost customers from just having a bad experience for our end customer, that we literally decided to bring the shipping back in house. And that's when I started my own 3PL out of my parents' garage. And over the course of 3 years, scaled that up to 140,000 square foot building. After I sold that, that's how I started what is now Fulfill.com. But I tell you all of that because that drastically altered the trajectory of our e-commerce brand growth. Every single time we had to leave a 3PL and go somewhere else, we had to spend tens and tens of thousands of dollars packaging everything up, booking the freight, onboarding to the new 3PL, and then of course, a ton of additional money and just the lost opportunity cost of sales that we weren't able to get during that time period. And with our businesses, we do 85% of our volume during Q4, during the holiday season with the games. So whenever we had to switch during a disaster during peak season, we literally lost out on hundreds of thousands of dollars. And some interesting statistics to show you that how hard it actually is to find the right 3PL, and that why we started Fulfill.com in the matchmaking service of helping brands find the right fulfillment centers. So Shippo came out with a study in 2021 that said 71% of small and medium-sized e-commerce businesses use a 3PL. And then Shopify came out with an article that said of those 71% of the brands that use a 3PL, 38% of them will switch their 3PL year over year, which is a crazy statistic, thinking that 40% of brands are needing to find a new 3PL partner a year because they're not able to meet their needs. So what that told me was, it is ridiculously hard to find the right 3PL the first time around, even if you have a logistics background like myself after building my 3PL. So that is one of the reasons we started Fulfill.com, was to catalog hundreds of different warehouses and get all of their capabilities and get their pricing and have that on one backend database. So whenever a brand comes to us looking for a warehousing partner, we're able to take that information and ping it against a network of hundreds of different warehouses and narrow it down to the one or two or handful of best options that we know within a high degree of certainty are going to be the best choices for that brand. So yes, I hope this story fills you in a little bit on how critical it is to find the right 3PL partner the first time around, or you are going to set your business back months and months and months, potentially, years with lost money. Thanks.